Hi, my name is Nigel Hector, and I'd like to start off by saying thank you to Bold Blind Beauty for having me be a part of their Men in Motion series. Now, my journey with blindness has been a lifelong journey. I was born premature, 5 months and 2 weeks, and even before I exited the womb, the doctors had pronounced me stillborn. I was birthed, and while I was about to be carried off to the morgue, I cried out and was rescued post-haste. I was incubated for 3 months, and the doctors, they still had their doubts. They still thought I wasn't going to make it. So my eyes were not covered while I was in the incubation chamber. And as a result of that, the light in the incubator burnt out all the oxygen in my retina. I was discharged, taken home by my mother and family members. When I was about 6 months old, my mother and family members, they noticed that my eyes had a glossy look to them. So they took me back to the hospital, and I was diagnosed. My parents, they were told I was totally blind. Now, my early childhood years, they weren't different from any other young child growing up. Everything was pretty normal. I lived pretty normally. I lived a normal life. I played with all the kids in the neighborhood. I didn't feel left out or ostracized. I did all the things little children would do, gave all the trouble they would give. I actually started school at a very young age too, around 2.5 to 3 years old. I was very eager to learn, and I was sent to a preparatory institution in Montego Bay, Jamaica, where I'm from. See, the thing is though, in Montego Bay, Jamaica, and many parts of Jamaica, the people, they don't really know how to facilitate blind and visually impaired individuals, but they try. And while at this institution, I remember vividly the teachers, they would use construction paper and apply sand and glue to the paper to make letters and numbers so I could use my fingers and trace as a means of keeping up with the rest of the kids in the class, interacting, being involved, being a part of the lessons. But as I already said, I was very eager to learn. I wanted to know more. So my mother started looking around to see if there were other institutions in Jamaica that would facilitate me, facilitate my learning, facilitate my growth and development. And she stumbled upon the Salvation Army School for the Blind and Visually Impaired Children. That's located in Kingston. I was sent there. I boarded at the institution, and that was where I learned a lot of independent life skills, such as how to make a bed or how to tie shoelaces, etc., etc. And I even learned Braille there. That was where I began my schooling and did a majority of my schooling. I then transitioned from there when I was older to a traditional high school in Jamaica.